Netanyahu says that social media just isn't doing enough to help them lie about the fact that they're starving Palestinians in Gaza. In a recent public service announcement, Netanyahu says that social media simply isn't doing a good enough job of helping them censor the truth of what's happening in Gaza. He says that allowing these photos of malnourished babies, these photos and videos of people who have clearly not eaten in days, if not weeks, to circulate around social media is just doing Israel a disservice. He's suggesting that allowing these photos to percolate is allowing a lie to be perpetuated. Now I want to be clear, he didn't actually say that the photos were fake or the videos were fake. He's just saying that the narrative is somehow.
The lies, the starved children, the pictures of starved children who turn out to have cerebral palsy or other congenital diseases that leave them emaciated, and Israel is, of course, accused of starving children, pretty much the way that in the Middle Ages Jews were accused of killing Christian children for their blood. So, what do you do against the lie that circles the earth 10 times before the truth has a chance to emerge? You have to shorten the war as speedily as possible. And frankly, we also have to do something about the algorithms and the social networks. This is a big challenge. I don't want to dismiss it.
Let me just say personally, I actually went to Egypt to help put together and deliver aid to Gaza. And when I tell you, they gave us hell. They would not let us send anything through. And obviously it wasn't just our aid truck from that aid organization, it was every single aid truck from every single aid organization. This isn't news to anybody. Netanyahu, we all have cell phones and social media, you fucking moron. But beyond that, it's cute that he tries to pretend like social media has not already bent its algorithms to help Israel lie about not just the starvation that Palestinians are going through as a result of Israel's blockade and genocide, but every single aspect of the genocide. Bro, Meta alone has deleted at least 90,000 pro-Palestinian posts at the very specific request of Israel. Meta has honored Israel's request to remove posts 94% of the time. Bro, I can't think of a pro-Palestinian influencer on Facebook or Instagram that hasn't been suspended, banned, or had their posts removed by Meta. And we know that there is a concerted effort in operation that actually has a face that is attached to this effort to censor posts, and that puts in these requests to censor these posts. You want to know what his name is? Tom Alexandrovich. Yes, the accused pedo who was allowed to flee the country and return back to Israel this past week after being accused of luring a child with a computer to have inappropriate relations. In fact, y'all remember when Grok was temporarily banned? Allegedly, he was the direct reason that Grok was temporarily banned. Oof. You can't make this shit up!
Tom Alexandrovich is with the National Cyber Unit. He is the head of the Technological Defense Department.
The state prosecution received almost 30, I think it handled 26,000 and received about 40,000 inquiries starting from the 7th of October regarding inciting content, about content that leads to demoralization, about some malicious content. This is huge data. 90% of this data is all under the Meta group, which includes Instagram, Facebook, and so on. There are organized campaigns on this issue. We saw a lot of posts. A lot of posts that the prosecution removed. Several hundred posts of content associated with
It is an initiative that came from Iran.
It is not only about such enemies. We are also talking about activists or other anti-Israeli activities that are organizing against Israel.
And a lot of people have been wondering, how has this story about Tom Alexandrovich been so censored on social media, doesn't even trend, despite the fact this is a major Israeli official who works directly for Netanyahu, and he was allowed to go back to Israel, despite the fact he has a court date coming up in like a week? Well, ladies and gentlemen, because this is the man whose requests are honored to censor on behalf of Israel to such a degree that even Grok gets banned from its own platform at Tom's request. So I'm genuinely curious as to what Netanyahu wants more from these social media companies. Since October 7th, they've taken down hundreds of thousands of posts. They've banned Lord knows how many people. They're even censoring the stories about the pedo you have working for you, whose job it was to put in the request to censor posts. At the end of the day, everyone knows you're starving Palestinians. Everybody. Secondly, pretending like social media doesn't already censor on behalf of Israel is absolutely hilarious, considering all the proof we have. Third, I find it a little bit more than problematic, and I think that you all should as well, that the guy responsible for putting in these requests is potentially a pedo, has been allowed to leave the country that he was about to be tried in, will face no political repercussions when he gets back, and has the power to censor even Grok on its own platform. And y'all are expecting for the world to actually be able to see this story and have it covered to the degree that it would be if you or I had been guilty of such things? That's it right, Netanyahu. Keep talking, please. Just keep pulling the mask off for everybody to see. Keep pulling the mask off.